I tell you, we have the best coffee, Chris.
Really, yeah?
Not bragging, I'm just saying.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So, a guest that I have today is someone I really wanted to meet personally. They say don't meet your idols, but I'm glad I do. And I don't need to introduce him. He'll introduce himself. I am really, really, really honored to have him here.
My name is Chris Kamal, and I'm a Kenyan actor based in here in Kenya, East Africa. And also, you may know me as the last boy on the can of a certain product.
You can just say the product.
No, why am I giving him those?
You don't, okay.
No, it's okay. It was Blue Band. Last kid on the Blue Band can before they went to plastic and ergonomical and environment conscious, etc. So yeah, that's who I am. And I'm also currently taking part in the Kenya International Sports Film Festival, and that's why we're here in Mombasa. The festival actually started on the 16th of October 2025, and we're going on up until the 19th of October 2025 at the Alliance Francais, which we'll have our award ceremony. And I'm actually very honored to have been invited here by Nasser, who I've just been talking to on the phone. And I got to meet yesterday for the first time.
For the first time we met yesterday. And it's funny how I got your number by there. I told you yesterday.
Yes.
From Lucy Maina. We got it on Becky.
Yeah.
And I asked for your number. She's like, I really need this actor. I said, ironically, I worked with him on a movie, a nice guy, we bonded.
Yes.
I was like, okay, can you talk to him, Kwanzaa? I was like, no. Take the number, call him yourself. Be a man and call him yourself. It took me so long to call you, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sad in sense, man. It's hard when it's without a connection, just talking to someone out of the blue.
Yeah.
No. Now to talk to my agent, talk to my manager.
I don't bite unless you want me to.
That's what they say.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's really good to have you, Chris. Really good to have you.
Thank you.
And great to have you in Mombasa, by the way. So the festival, let's talk about the festival. Kidogo too. Yeah. What are we missing? Because there's a lot of good things happening.
There's a lot of things. You have panels based on things to do with sports. You have some sessions, like boxing demonstrations. You also have interviews with people like our brand ambassador, who is Ferdinand Omanyala.
Oh, fantastic.
The fastest man in Africa.
Exactly.
I think, did you meet him yesterday?
Yesterday at the panel, I saw him at the panel probably.
Yeah, he's a very nice guy. And basically it's 4 days of immersion in the world of sports and film. Because as we all know, sports inspires us, but sports unites us. But sports films inspire us.
Exactly. Imagine sports and film together.
Exactly.
Magic.
And now being in Mombasa, this is actually the hometown of the founder of Kenya International Sports Film Festival. He's also the chairman of Safinas Foundation, world famous cricketer Mr. Asif Karim. Yeah.
By the way, Asif Karim yesterday.
Yes.
A legend we don't even know about. It's so sad because 5 World Cups.
Yes.
Very, very coveted guy.
Imagine.
And medals, everything. How come we don't know?
We need to give him his flowers.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
The only sport in Kenya that's done 5 World Cups.
Exactly. Even rugby, everybody.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
It is so amazing. And
it's amazing. Like when he lands in Mumbai. Hey,
people go crazy.
Hey, what?
And here, people just.
And
it's him, his dad, and now his son also.
Exactly.
Legends.
Yes, exactly. And actually, the funny thing about Mr. Karim is actually he started out with he actually went to the US on a tennis scholarship.
Really?
So, yes, tennis. So cricket was like something that happened, later on, because he plays tennis, he plays cricket, and also been known to play a sport of golf as well.
Oh, professionally?
No.
Not just for fun.
Yeah. But scholarship, I learned because of tennis.
Fantastic.
Yeah, but you know him better for cricket, which is amazing.
I saw his pictures. He looks like a Bollywood star back in the day.
I'm telling you, exactly. Yeah. By the way, he's very serious. He's very keen on film. Even though he's done a bit of acting up at the palace.
Yeah, I remember yesterday he told us about the Country Queen. The cameo he did.
Yeah, cameo he did in Country Queen. Yeah.
Tell us about yourself, Sas, now, from the back in the day, Yoko.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Okay.
You mentioned about the band thing, by the way.
No, leave that one. Back in the day, I know a lot of people tell me. So, when did you start acting? How did you start acting? I can honestly say that that acting bug bit me when I was very young. I think I started being comfortable in front of the camera when I was able to crawl even before walking. That's a result of having been brought up in a household whereby my dad was in the media. So he used to do very interesting things with me. Like, for example, he'd take me to, because he used to read the news. on KBC.
Really?
Yes, yeah. So he'd take me with him to KBC, and as he's reading the news, he'd leave me with like the editors or whatever it is, and like I'd be watching cartoons. The cartoons that you guys are gonna watch next week.
Yeah,
I was watching, like exactly.
What a childhood, man.
Exactly. So and I was always very. I was never shy. Very interesting. I just was never a never shy child.
Yeah.
You point the camera at me and I'd actually be like, you know,
Just like that. Just how you were.
just like that. Just like in fact, I was like a child model. There's a magazine called Viva Magazine, and you had like child models. So I started doing child modeling, and like I said, I was always very comfortable before the camera. The same thing with my brother, my younger brother, Nick. He's also very comfortable in front of the camera.
He's an actor also.
The producer as well.
Really?
Yeah. They did something called Zura. Nick
Okay.
Omondo, yeah, and he's also done some acting as well. He's also very comfortable in front of the camera, and so is my sister, who's now she's married and she's in Australia, but even her, we're just media. These things they don't scare us.
It's in the family.
It's a family.
It's an art
Family,
thing.
exactly. Yeah. My dad is very. In fact, he loves the camera and he loves the microphone, and he's got the voice to go with it.
It's very different from our side. No one is in film or anything. But my uncles were band players and singers in bands.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fact,
Back
my
in the
dad.
day.
There's actually a picture of my dad. At some point in time, he was even a DJ with KBC. It's a picture of him with headphones, and he used to present something called Late Date.
Really?
Yeah.
So how was it in the house? Everything was just there's music.
There's
films.
music. And in fact, like I remember when I was very young, I started getting into things like music and into theater and into films because I remember I had a collection of records. There were Disney records and there were stories about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, whatever. And and you can follow along when Tinkerbell rings a little bell, it's like this, ding, ding, ding. And, you know, because it's a book and a record. So it's like, let's begin now, you know? So
I never saw those things.
yeah, so there was that. Then there was something called a 3D projector. It was something that you held over here, and you used to have like a disc with very many little negatives of pictures. And you just click, and then now you're actually in Disneyland or that kind of thing. So I was fascinated by like Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and that kind of thing. And of course, I love Tom and Jerry. So I had always wanted to go to this magical place. At that time, the United States of America held a lot of promise because that's where Hollywood is.
Exactly.
That's where Warner Brothers is. 20th Century Fox. Everything was pointing towards that. You know?
Remember the film Will Smith said,
Yeah.
"Heaven is here, America is here." Back then,
Back
everything
then.
was America.
Exactly. Yeah. But as you grow up, you realize, like for example, also we because of Kenya being a former British colony, we also had a very kind of like we shared a lot of things in common because I remember we grew up watching Mind Your Language, Rainbow. We said London Weekend Television. It was and you said those days if you want to go to the UK, you just go onto a plane and there was nothing like a visa.
Just
no,
go.
You just go. 96, 97. Because of the fact that a lot of people had been buying Kenyan passports and passing themselves off as Kenyans.
Okay.
And it became ridiculous. So they're like, no, because now you're just abusing the system. That's when they introduced that. But before that, you could just get onto a plane as a Kenyan. As long as you're there for like 6 months. Just get on a plane and go.
Wow.
This is great coffee, by the way.
Really?
Great coffee. But the company's better.
You're not paid for that, huh? Well,
Yeah.
Najma. Good choice, smoker.
Yes, exactly. It's very interesting, that we're doing this podcast on a day whereby we are, as a nation, we are mourning the passing of a giant of African politics, and we must honor the memory of the former Prime Minister, Raila Amolo Odinga. We must
At least have a moment of
exactly
a moment of silence.
Exactly, yeah.
Moment of
Because
silence for moment of silence for Baba.
May he rest in peace.
Amen.
May his memory not be forgotten.
Amen.
Ever.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh, really, it is a sad day. Yes, please. The clubhouse sandwich. Yeah. So I'll just have just one. Me, I just want to drink. I don't something cold, anything cold.
And you recommended this, right? Your don't recommended this.
It's Yvonne.
Huh? It was the one, eh?
Yeah, Yvonne.
Tell us. Very, very good.
Another one.
Yes, once I'm through with this, I have
Another one.
with the club sandwich.
Sasa. Sparkling water too. Sparkling. 1 liter. 1 liter. Very. Na lime. Thank you, Erin. 2 glasses, please. So.
Yeah. So,
It's a sad day today.
In as much as being a media savvy family, I'd say we're a media savvy family, which is a good thing because I've actually seen people literally freeze in front of cameras.
I hate cameras, by the way, Chris. Let me tell you, even doing this, my leg anxiety always kicks in.
Really?
I don't know. I never ever.
So you prefer to be behind the camera?
I prefer to be always behind the camera.
All right.
I wanted to be an actor, by the way. I was too scared I was too scared to be scrutinized because
Really?
acting is being naked in front of people.
Yes.
You're banning everything
You
in
have
front
to
of
wear
everyone.
soul, basically, yeah.
It's too much for me to do that.
Yeah. Well, being naked, that's another kind of acting. It's an industry as well.
It's an
but,
industry also.
We're not doing that.
But yeah, I really, 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 really respect actors for the craft, what they do. I hate when people say, I can act. I mean, it's not. You have to respect the craft.
Let me tell you, first of all, those people come and tell you that. Unajua kijana wangu alimaliza shule the other day. Si mwake kwa zile vitu zenyu.
Unafanyaga tu.
What do you mean those vitu
zetu?
unafanyaga surely?
Oh my goodness.
You know your call time is like at 6 a.m. You're rolling at like 7.
And to get the even culture of the auditions that you go through, the process, unakataliwa, no, you're not good
enough. Whatever.
It has to be very strong.
For people need to understand that what they see on TV, for you to get like about, was it like 5 minutes of footage? I've been on set from 7 in the morning to about 10 p.m. at night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a funny story, once. There's a lady, I showed her a show in TZ. She came there 5 in the morning, spent the whole day, didn't shoot, slept on set, woke up the next day, then shot her one scene. And she was very gracious by the way. Mama pole sana. Asema mwana utafanya mimi naigiza. Ndo kazi yetu.
Yeah. So because you're there at like 6:30 a.m. By the way, I've been on set, so you're there at 6:30, and you're shooting at 3. And ours is that industry of hurry up and wait.
Exactly. And why do actors hate that so much, baby? Why do actors why couldn't you tell me yes, 9, they shoot saa 9? It's unpredictable.
Well,
anything can happen.
The thing is, if you're acting, you should be ready to roll with the punches. Okay. What I always do is when I go on set, I always have, even now in my bag, I always have reading material, either a magazine or newspapers or something, because acting in the industry is a classic example of Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will and shall go wrong. So timing yourself at
Never.
Water? Yes, please, thank you. Some people don't believe this, but you know they tell you so what do you do? I'm an actor. Okay, but what else do you do?
Yeah.
For some of us, that's what we do. We're actors, okay? And we take pride in being actors. And we even studied to be actors. It's you know, you have those moments of doubt whereby you're like, have I made the right choice in life? And unfortunately, it's as a result of us living in a country whereby the arts and culture are not really treated that seriously. Because you've got like abroad, you can survive off your royalties.
Exactly, royalties.
You know? Exactly, yeah. And you should actually be paid your royalties over here. But here there's always a merry-go-round with our CMOs. They make a lot of money, by the way, from places like this. If you play music here, that's not only
what you pay.
Exactly, you know. But it doesn't trickle down to the artist, especially since I think the rule is 70-30. 70 to the artist, 30 to the administration. Yeah. But then these guys, they come up with their reports. We bought furniture worth 4M or whatever it is, you know, that kind of thing, you know. And it can be very discouraging.
It is discouraging.
In your heart, if you're an actor, I think if you're born an actor, you will die an actor.
It's the joy of performing.
Exactly. Yeah.
It has to be insanity. But now, Chris, as an actor, it takes a toll sometimes mentally. You see, in life, we always think at a certain age you have to be at this point of life. You have to be married with kids, maybe you have a house, stable something. and you find yourself, the wave is going. And then you look at your friends who are in corporate and happy, they're doing what's supposed to be done, living like a grown up.
I learned a very difficult lesson once upon a time in my life. If you live your life for others, you'll have a very difficult life. If you live your life for you, what others think should not affect you. Because that way, you'll not be living a life that is beyond your means. I have no issues taking a matri. I have no issues taking a boda. I know people who would be caught dead on either on a matri or on a boda. Funny thing is, when you go abroad, everybody takes the train, the subway, New York, the tube in the UK. They take buses. Okay, very few people actually own cars. What do I mean by this? I mean that they actually lease the cars. Like in the US, you can lease a car for like $300, $400 a month, and it's serviced by the dealership, And sometimes they give you financing for the car as well. And then if it's like Range Rover, I think it's $500, $600 a month. Around September, October, you can take it back to the dealership and then trade in for the next
For the new
for the new one. Yeah, you see.
Really?
So you don't own the car. You're leasing it. You're just leasing it year after year, basically. Over here, my friend. Although I know there was a company that tried that thing of leasing. Gari zilienda Uganda. Who are Kenyans? At 20,000 a month. Bring, intersign.
Gari nafanya kahaya kwanza.
Alien. No, in fact, this one I can't tell you on camera. I'll tell you this one on the side. About car because he in motor.
So Chris, so the first time you decided, like, I want to fully immerse into art, music, and the acting.
I'll tell you what happened. When I was in nursery with the likes of Eric Wanaina and a few other characters, we did a play called The Three Billy Goats Graph. What it was about some three goats that were going from one place to another, and they had to cross a bridge, and there was a troll under that bridge. So what our teachers did, very creative, very inventive people. So they had a table over here, and then they had chairs over here. They had a chair over here, and a chair over here. And then now myself, Eric, and Phil, we were the goats now. So now we climb the chair, we go over the table, and I was like, hey, I'm really liking whatever this is.
Yeah.
I'm really liking it. And then, of course, when I was watching TV, I just liked the presenters. I liked the comedies. I was very drawn. I can say that a great deal of my knowledge as a child came from watching television. That time you'd be surprised. We only had one channel. It was VOK, Voice of Kenya.
Before the KBC.
Before KBC. No, initially there was a Kenya Broadcasting Corporation during the colonial days. Then at some point in time became Voice of Kenya, which is VOK. And that's now what was doing Vioja Makamani, all the Kenya, whatever it is, yeah. That same VOK, because of our colonial history, we had very good relations with the UK. So we had very good programming from the UK. And it was very good because we had we were getting movies from and programs from Germany, Transtel Cologne, remember?
I don't remember.
Yeah, we used to do like Football Made in Germany.
I remember Football Made in Germany.
Exactly,
Yeah, I remember Football Made
I
in
think we
Germany.
had relations with Deutsche Welle.
Deutsche Welle.
We had relationships with the BBC, with all those things. So we used to have very good.
I remember weekends used to have movies also.
Very good, exactly.
Weekend, yeah.
Yes, very good programming. And then also because of the culture of having that relationship with the UK, we also had very good presenters. When it came to news, it was very good. It was very good English. You had to be
Very articulate,
fluent, very articulate. You know the kubatisha.
Yeah.
It was you actually earned your. That's why do you think you have guys like people like Raphael Tuju who came from all these things.
I can never imagine Rafa told you really news, by the way.
It was really news. Yeah, those days of VOK, you had Norbert Okare, you had Daniel Gatey, you had my dad as well, and there was something that you had to have that some kind of it factor in terms of being photogenic, in terms of
And not just read even the poise
of course,
and everything,
the poise,
yeah?
exactly, yeah. But I'll tell you something about the boys. Like I told you, I used to accompany my dad, right? So what used to happen is sometimes, if you're not feeling it, you only see from here up. So you can go with the kanzu, or you can go with shorts, you can go with jeans, because all you see is
Just like us right now.
exactly, yeah. But see, they also put in the work because they didn't have a teleprompter. You got there and you literally read the news. Yeah, you read the news. There was no teleprompter. You read the news, exactly.
Which year is this? Which year are we talking?
I was born in 1973. So I was born in East Africa.
Not in Kenya.
I was born in East Africa. See, it was part of the East African community at that time. Because I think East Africa dissolved in 1977, right? So I was born. So I saw East African Power and Lighting. I saw East Africa Railways and Harbors. I saw East Africa Post and Telecommunications. I saw East Africa Airways. Let me tell you, East Africa was balling those days. You could wake up today, if you're in Nairobi, you could wake up today and say, you know what, I'm tired of Nairobi. Go to Uganda or go to TZ and set up a whole new life. Nobody's going to ask you nothing, whatever.
all.
Yeah, we're the East African community.
I did.
Yeah, we were EAC and we were balling, my friend. We were
Really? Good times, huh?
Yeah, good time. Like in Kenya, we had Kenya bus service. If you didn't have a watch, you could actually know the time by the time the bus, because
the routine.
Kuna timetable, kuna routine hapo. Yeah, so 7:05 the bus is coming to this. Yeah, isitoshe. Thank you very much. And by the way, you could actually take your glass and drink from it. It was pure because they had purified the water.
What happened?
Kenya. Kenya.
Really? Oh my goodness.
Kenya. I mean, it was. By the way, you could go to the dispensary and get first class healthcare from your local dispensary. Kajo. Uko na daktari, uko na madawa.
Hata kama umeumia vipi, hata kama ni accident.
Nothing. You're entitled to it. You're a resident of Nairobi. And you're taxpayer.
It's just free.
Yeah.
It's like a different country. It's like describing a different country by there.
Every neighborhood had a dispensary. Yeah. Things worked.
Thank you very
much. Yeah.
Is a wet wipe also?
Huh?
It's like you're describing a different country, to be honest. I can't imagine.
Yeah. And then neighbors cared about each other. If you did some nonsense, your neighbor could chapa you. And then now when your parents come, he says,
they add it on you.
Exactly. Because you've embarrassed the family.
At least that's something I can remember. Because I was raised I was born in Mombasa.
Okay.
But I was raised in Kitale.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So Kitale is a really nice, chill area.
Yes.
Because my grandpa said, we need a nice place where you can, out Haribika, Mombasa is. It was a nice place. And they still had the culture ya kuwa.
Yes.
Chapa tutajirani, chapa.
Yeah.
Always we get on Barato.
I grew up.
And also safe. You can go to the neighbor's house, chill there, eat there, come back home. The neighbors.
In fact, the thing was like where I grew up. I grew up at a place called Woodley, and the thing was in Woodley, everybody knew everybody. Okay, the golden rule was like you can go and do anything, just make sure that you're home by 6 p.m. Bus.
As soon as the street lights go on.
Exactly. And now imagine 6 p.m. lights go on. Next morning 6 a.m. lights go off. Like
organized, man.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, if there was like a field, it was cut by Kajo. Okay, the grass was cut by Kajo. If there was, we had guys who used to walk around with packs for spraying because of mosquitoes, DDT. There were places that got still water, so there were no outbreaks of malaria or anything of that nature. If you called 999, that was either fire brigade, ambulance, or police, and there will be somebody on the other end of the line. Now, we need fuel. Apana. What's the problem? Within 5 minutes, cops are there.
Really?
Yes. Kenya was an amazing country. Amazing country. A wonderful place to grow. Yeah.
I hope you go back.
I hope so too.
Yeah? We have to go back.
Yeah, so I developed a love for the movies because also my dad used to love watching movies. My mom used to love watching series, and I loved going to a place whereby I could lose myself completely and immerse myself completely. Yeah, and that's why I also love reading as well. Because like when you read, you can create other worlds for yourself through imagination.
And that's the beauty of reading, because
Yeah.
whatever you read and
Yeah.
I read, we'll imagine different, by the way.
Exactly.
Different imagination.
Yeah.
And I saw a director said, sometimes I want to make my movies feel like books, where you can make your own imagination of whatever happens and interpret it yourself. It's fantastic, man, really. And reading is a dying culture, especially among most of the youth nowadays.
It is, but still, like when you go to, well, there's not much money anymore now because counties, county. Exactly, yeah. But if you look at the people who, like, if you're working on a farm or something, whatever, in the old days, you used to go to the farm with your radio,
Yeah,
and you're
it's in the background, yeah.
you're doing your thing, I don't think radio will ever actually die out completely because the majority of the population in this country are in what were originally the rural areas, but you still see them like wanaendesha baiskeli and radio is on, that kind of thing, and don't think that the middle class or the elite are the majority. It's not. It's those people who are out there working in the fields that are the majority, and they still like the radio.
Really?
Wanapenda kupiga simu, send salams, whatever.
I mean,
Naitwa Jora bukan nini.
you still.
Hey,
I think sometimes we're surrounded by our own selves up in our own cocoon.
Yeah.
We think everyone's just living like this.
Yeah.
Dunia ni kubwa, watu ni wengi.
So that's why I got bitten by the acting bug in nursery school. Then when I went to primary school, I think I developed a taste for music as well. Again, I met Eric in primary school. We went to primary school together. We were in the school choir together. And the school that I went to had a very good culture of encouraging you to... It was very good. We had a conversation early on about President Uhuru Kenyatta.
Yeah.
So we were in the same school with Uhuru Kenyatta, same school with Gideon Moy, same school with Jimmy Kibaki, a few other characters here and there.
So
basically, yeah. So
it's a very heavy.
it's not very heavy. They were very clever. It was a school that was still there, of course, St. Mary's School, and run by the Holy Ghost Fathers. And I think our parents were very clever individuals because they realized that life is about interaction. So they made a very definite and determined choice to put us in those schools because they knew that the associations that you make when you're in school will carry you through life. That's why you'll find that very many politicians, very many industrialists, whatever, their kids usually go to the same schools because it's all about relations. That kind
Network.
Of thing. Networking, yeah. So I was in the school choir with Eric and a few other characters over there. And we entered like music festivals and that side of it. And also we had a culture of, we had school musicals. In fact, the one that they had this year, 2025, was The Lion King. So,
This year, yeah.
Yeah, this year. So what St. Mary's did, which is a very wonderful thing, is they had a system of finding what was good in you as a human being. So if you're not good in sports, if you're not good in academics, if you're not good in... basically, they found out what is it that makes you tick. So maybe you're not a very sharp guy in academics, but you're a good athlete. Can focus on that. So we had a rugby team, we had a basketball team, we had a swimming team, we even had a golf team at some point in time. Maybe you're not good at sports, you're not good at academics, but you're good at singing. So now they'd focus on that because we had a choir, we had an orchestra. Basically, they found what was good in you as a human being, because life is not just about academics, So a lot of us that came from there have this thing of appreciation of arts and culture and music and that kind of thing. And it's something very, very important. It's something because arts, culture, it speaks to the soul. You know,
Yeah.
artists are some of the most beautiful people you'll meet because we feel things on very many levels. I think we're the ultimate empaths.
Yeah.
And that's why, unfortunately, most of the times you end up getting done over.
Now that you mentioned, Uhuru Kenyatta and all that, I want to know, does kids are kids. They don't care who the father is at that moment. So just friends and really chilling. You, Uhuru, Eric,
Yeah.
nothing much.
Yeah. That's
Was into arts also, him and Jimmy.
yes, actually, Uhuru and his brother and quite a few other guys were involved in another play called Endless Roads. And if you see the program, you'll see his so and so, his brother is stage manager. You'll see who is. They're human beings like you and me. Yeah. In fact, he came from a family whereby his father was a very great disciplinarian. He made it very clear that who was the head of the family, and that what is his is his.
It's not for you guys. Yeah.
So you have to fight for yours, you know. So Uhuru, he's not a spoiled brat. He's not a spoiled brat. He knows the value of work. He knows the value of discipline. He knows the value and worth of being just a human being.
Just a
Exactly.
normal guy.
Yeah, exactly. Just a normal guy. It's like the prime minister who passed away, Raila. People forget, as much as he had a common touch, he was the son of Kenya's first vice president.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
People forget that, by the way. You just think, right? Because you've seen him a lot in the years with Mona Shamzoya.
Yeah. But yeah, he if it's dynasty, he came from a very big name, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga.
Definitely. So I want to hear more about school.
Yeah. Okay.
So you and Eric hit it off immediately.
Yeah. We've known each other since nursery.
So you go back to people come up here. It continues.
And then our families get to know each other because of the kids. And of course, the funny thing is that when the families get to know each other, now Eric's dad and my dad may have known each other from another school, whatever it is, that kind of thing, you see. So it like now strengthens the bond between you guys, you know? Because now then, this now introduces the fact of, I can't come home, it's late, where are you? I'm at Eric's. Eric's, you can't even spend the night, that kind of thing, you see? So you become very close that way, you know? Your friendship, your bond is stronger. We valued our friendships because those days we didn't have screen time, whatever it is, because you got out there, you climbed trees, you rode bikes, you came home with scars over here, umeanguka. You were climbing a tree or something, whatever. You got out there, you were doing something, you know, because you're active. You know, we had things like Safari Rally, those Garizam Kebe. Let me tell you, our childhood was very it was very different. It's like, unfortunately, most of these Gen Zs, they'll never know what it's like to write a letter. Why? Because you're tech. Even
Now,
like now,
smart TVs and everything.
Exactly.
And life has changed so much.
It
Now
has. Yeah.
it's not as safe as it should be. Someone should safe, go out there, just go anywhere.
Yeah.
Now it's different.
Yeah. Now, if the kids are out there, it's like in the US. They're what you call play dates. My son will meet your son next week at 3 p.m.
Come there, play.
What the?
It used to be so organic.
Come on,
just
go.
play. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ride your bike,
Exactly.
fights.
So we had scraped knees from falling down on a bike, whatever it is, falling down on trees, that kind of thing. We'd come home with mud because of playing in the puddles, whatever. You see, that time life was outdoor. You see now with smart TVs and with iPads and whatever, like kids over holidays, you spend most of your time, like about 60 to 70% of your time, you're just in the house.
And we live more in apartments nowadays. Also, how we live is a different system of living nowadays.
It is.
Yeah.
We're very insular, as opposed to being community-based, you know?
Exactly.
Those days, even, as somebody said the other day, one of the actors who was based here in Mombasa, Eddie Kimani, I think it was Eddie who said something about the fact that those days, when you found at home that your neighbors' parents just dropped by just to have like a cup of tea. It was not just a cup of tea. It was, how are you doing? How is the family doing? Pengine unahitaji usaidizi or something, whatever it is. You know, it was a way of coming together.
It was community.
It was community. It was community. Exactly, it was community. That doesn't happen nowadays.
Nowadays you have to call first.
Yeah,
before
exactly.
You go.
Call first before you go. Yeah. You know, this time I was in somewhere else, not in Kenya, and it was a buddy of mine. So I go to that buddy's place. It was like about 6:30 or something like that. Ring the bell. So my buddy comes to open the door. So, Chris. Yeah. Okay, I was guys having dinner. Hey, can you come back later? And you can hear, it's nothing like ati karibu. And when us guys were growing up, if a guest came to our house, I'm telling you, even if it's the last piece of meat,
You have to.
the guest will
You
have.
have to.
Yeah.
I remember one time, tuko kule Kitale, wageni walikuwa natoka, they leave the house, and I closed the door. Oh my goodness, my grandmother almost killed me.
What?
You never ever close the door on guests. You have to wait for them wametoka,
Exactly.
waende, until
Exactly. Yeah.
the horizon wamepotea. Then you close the door.
Exactly. Because that now shows that he.
So then, there's a country I heard in Europe.
Yeah.
They have a system when dinner is served and the child maybe kuja kucheza pale and it's time for dinner. Nenda kacheze kwa room, I'm gonna go home. We have time to eat sasa. Hakuna njoo kule na sisi. Never. It's either you're playing the room, they come and call you, Chris.
Yeah.
It's dinner time. You go.
And you guys.
You sit there and wait to finish dinner.
Now, what does that mean?
It's a culture. It's their culture.
Exactly,
Because they feel like you have dinner at home. You can't eat here.
I know. But also,
It sounds weird to us, but to them it's
but also there's that thing of when you come home and you've eaten at somebody else's house, that might also be a problem now because it's like, Kwani, we don't have food in the house.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you're like,
you're embarrassing us, the family.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Unakulaje nje. And somehow chakula jirani tastes better than home. I don't know why.
I'm showing some cultures. I think it's in the Arabian culture. When you're offered food, you say no. You say no until
Oh my God.
you don't accept the first time. You must be cajoled into eating the food. Yeah. So
You have to say no,
Yeah,
but
no.
but
exactly. Yeah.
no, lakini sawa itabidi tulile sasa.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or adhan.
Yeah. But yeah, so that was my introduction into things arts related. And then as you're growing up, you're attracted by these things. You see New Edition, you see Boys to Men.
Boys to Love New Edition.
You think, what's so different between them and us? What can they do that what
They
can
can't
we
do.
can't do? That's how we started Five Alive, you know?
Five Alive, man.
Yes.
How did Five Alive start, by the way?
Very good question. So, I want to tell you about school choir and music festivals, that kind of thing. So Eric Wanaina was representing St. Mary's, I think, in the tenor baritone solo. And when he went for music festivals, he met a very interesting young man, very talented, by the name of Victor Sei, who was in Kabrak High School, and he was representing his school, I think, in bass solo, and he was a music arranger as well. In fact, he actually wrote a song that was so good that the teachers didn't even believe that this was done by a student. It's called Baba Yeto, a beautiful song. So him and Eric met at the music festival. Not thinking about it, we should get together, whatever. So what happened is when they met, Victor was also together with Bob Kyoko in Kabarak. They were in the school choir, as well as Victor doing the bass solo. So now they met Eric Wanaina. They said, we should get together and that story, whatever. Then at some point in time after that, Victor and Eric had a friend in common by the name of Reverend Dr. Peter Dara from Nairobi Baptist Church. And he got Victor and Eric together for some song or something. Then Victor remembered that Bob also sings. They were in school together. So the first members of Five Alive were Victor Say, Eric Onena, Bob Kyoko. At that time, I'd finished my exams and I was in between, what's happening in life. So Eric came to see me at Phoenix Blairs. I was in the show at Phoenix Blairs. So Eric
You're already acting by then?
Huh?
You're acting already?
I was Phoenix Blairs. Yeah, so Eric came to me and he told me, hey, dude, are you still interested in singing? I said, yeah. I said, okay, look, some of us are thinking of forming a group. Are you interested? I said, yeah, sure. So that was Victor, Eric, Bob, then me. And then the fifth member of Five Alive, God rest his soul in peace, was a guy called Andrew Owiti. Actually, his nickname was Power because he had quite a powerful voice. So he was the fifth member of Five Alive. So we were five then, and Andrew had to go to, I think it was the US for further study. So we had a vacuum in the fifth member. So after Andrew was a guy called David Magaria, who is the brother to Maniki Magaria. Maniki is a film producer. He works very closely with Eugene Bugwa of YNR. Exactly, yeah. So David was fifth member of Five Alive. Then David had to go to the US, I think, study animation. So there was a vacuum again. So no, but the four are still constant. The four are still constant. Yeah.
You already started recording at this point.
We were visiting churches and that kind of thing. We had also started recording now. Then the fifth member of Five Alive was a guy called Joe Kirago, or Joe Mangi, Pepe is called him. So now when he joined, is now like the debut album of Five Alive with the five of us is Victor, Eric, Bob, myself, and Joe. So that was now Five Alive. At some point in time, there was a very interesting idea. We knew a certain young lady who was very good at singing, and between David going to the US and Joe joining us, there was an idea of perhaps the fifth member being this lady in particular. But now here's the thing: when we're the guys, it's very easy to call your folks and say, it's 8 p.m., it's 9 p.m., it's too late for me to come home. Say, I'm at this place, whatever. When you're four guys in a Chile, that can't happen.
First of all, before the chit, who are you going to replace with to put the female singer? To put the lady?
The thing is, you see, we're in between. Because, David has gone to the US. Okay, so David Magaria had gone. So the first member passed away, right? But I mean, the first member had gone to the US. Okay, then now David came. Okay, so there was a gap between David and the next guy. So during that gap, we're like, maybe the fifth member should be this chick.
Oh, okay.
Then, aside from that fact of the dynamics being different, what if one of us falls for this chick? So now the dynamic is
it's crazy.
It's crazy. It's actually crazy. So what happened is we sat down, we thought about it very carefully, but the good Lord provided a way, and that's now when we met Joe. Now Joe became the fifth member of Five Alive, and Joe had done some work with Victor. Joe is very good on keyboards and piano, and he had been a producer at some point in time. So now when Joe came in, it was like now we are all five, and now we can do our thing. So we actually began doing things like visiting churches, doing clubs like Carnival, that kind of thing.
And how old were you guys at that point?
Around 19, 20. Yeah, well, I think Joe is the youngest, so I'm the oldest, I think. So I'd say I was about 21. So I'd say Joe was about maybe 18 or 19.
And now all you guys are full-time artists. That's the only source of income you have.
At that time?
Yeah.
No, you're forgetting. We're still under our parents' roof. Whatever, basically. So all of us are... This is before even going to college. We're at that stage whereby you finish your exams, some are waiting for results, whatever it is. you're in that in-between period whereby you can either get into very bad company, form very bad habits, or your parents are like, these guys just meeting to sing. At least there's something they're doing, you know. And thankfully, our parents are very supportive of us, as you know, they're doing something beneficial. They're earning kidogo money over there because, like, as Five Alive, I think the very first television commercial for Brookside Milk, it's us guys who did it.
Really?
Yeah. We did the first, for Brookside Milk. It was Five Alive. And we specialize in a very special kind. We did a cappella. We're doing a cappella music. We didn't have instruments. We're just using our voices.
Acapella.
Yeah, just using our voices, you know? So that was like, wow, it was amazing. Kind of, you know, whatever. It was very different. Very, very, because like I told you, our inspiration was Boys to Men, Take Six, that kind of thing. We're like, you guys, we're coming for you.
You're the audition.
We're coming for you, exactly, yeah. So like, what is it that they're doing? They can't, you know? Because like growing up, I loved Michael Jackson. I liked Commodores, that kind of thing, whatever it is, you know.
Thank you.
I came across, you know, I came across Kina Franco and those other characters, you know. I came across Gala and Rumba and whatever. It wasn't really my thing, but it's not like I didn't know that music.
Yeah.
It was there in the house. Then my dad was very, he had a very eclectic taste in music. So he had classic music. So you'd have Beethoven, he'd have Franco, he'd have Commodores, he'd have Michael. In fact, do you know something? In 1984, we had the Olympics in Los Angeles, California. Okay, my dad was part of the team that had gone. He was, I think, the head of the press contingency, whatever it is. Yeah, in the press in that team. My dad is the one, when he came back from LA, 1984 was when Thriller was released by Michael Jackson. He came back with Thriller. He came back with somebody I'd never heard of in my life called Tina Turner. He did an album called Private Dancer. My dad introduced me in 1984, somebody called Prince Rogers Nelson, Purple Rain. My dad introduced me to Prince. So he came with those three albums. And also my vinyls. And my dad introduced me to someone called Eddie Murphy. He came with Delirious. Yeah.
Delirious? Oh, Delirious is
he came with
funny.
Delirious.
It's dirty.
Yeah.
It's really
Actually,
dirty.
he came with Raw. Raw was the first one. Delirious was the second one. So my dad introduced me to Prince, Eddie Murphy, same Michael Jackson. But he came with Thriller, 1984.
And Thriller was big.
It was big, exactly, yeah. So he
used to watch Thriller all the time.
He opened my mind to these things, you know.
Because he's a music lover.
Huh?
So what is the biggest performance for Five Alive, Sasa? When you say like now, Sasa, we're going for the big one. We're superstars now. You should try the French toast also, by the way.
Our launch at Carnival, together with Capital FM, 98.4, had about 10,000 people. It's not a small number.
10,000 a lot of people.
On a Sunday afternoon, 10,000 people. Not a small number. I'd say that was our biggest performance.
How was it? How did you feel? Going up on stage?
Not even getting on stage. Opening a Sunday Standard, and you have a whole 2 pages of you guys, a poster of Five Alive. We made it. Not only that, turning on the radio and hearing your song.
Still a cappella?
That time we'd done we'd gone into some instrumentation. Yeah.
What was the feeling? Now we're giving to new edition. Here we come.
Now we're good. No, I'll tell you something about Five Alive actually. When we were in the UK, we met the producer of. Do you remember a movie called Four Weddings and a Funeral?
Four
Weddings and a Funeral with Hugh Grant and Andy McDowell and a few other people here and there.
It's back then.
It was back there, yeah. But the music supervisor for that album, the guy called Alan Pell. And Alan Pell had a deal with Polygram, okay? Alan Pell heard us sing at some club or something. And he liked us. He loved what we did. So he told us, why don't you come and record at Hammersmith Odeon Studios, and I'll do whatever it is I need to do. Yeah,
Really?
we actually went to the offices of Hologram and we sang for some executive, whatever. They liked us. They liked us so much. They offered us a contract. Warner Chapel.
Now it's the big leagues.
Warner Chapel. Yeah, but you know, us guys being the Kenyan guys that we are, and having gone to school, Kidogo, and watched a few movies here and there, we were like, why is the recording company that wants to hire you, that wants to give you a contract, why are they also providing you with a lawyer? See, it will be, the lawyer will be working to their benefit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, we learned that time waits for no man. Whilst you're busy examining these things and whatever, these guys are like, when you think you're the only group in town. So we lost a chance to be under Polygram and also have a publishing contract with Warner Chapel. But I guess that's maneno ya Mungu.
Was the contract good enough at that time?
Unfortunately, contract says things like jurisdiction over the UK, US, Africa, and the rest of the world. You know, it's like you're signing. Do you know why? Do you know why so many musicians prefer to, especially like now, they'd rather do Spotify or do their own thing? It's because when you sign to a record label, they'll come and tell you, Nasir, here's $1 million. And I was like, $1 million, whatever. Yeah, so, but you forget, they have to recoup their investments. So what they do is, Nasir starts making money. Then they come and tell Nasir, that time you took a limousine to the studio. Yeah. The time you used the studio.
I thought it for free all the whole time.
No, they deduct. They deduct. And what happens is, that's why you realize that some very famous names, actually they tell you that we are bankrupt. See, Toni Braxton told us she's bankrupt.
Yeah.
Toni Braxton was recording for LA and Babyface. And you wonder how come you're selling records, whatever it is, they have to recoup their investment.
Like the thing with Prince, what happened with Prince?
Yeah.
The artist formerly...
Prince was such a prolific artist that he was releasing music faster than Warner could be able to distribute it. Because they tell you, listen, okay, like now you've done Purple Rain, okay? It's on the charts, it's riding high, whatever it is. But Purple Rain is a Warner Records product, okay? Yeah? But you're Prince. Have you ever looked at the back of a Prince album?
I can't remember.
Where? It says produced, compiled, arranged. This guy
Written by Prince, everything.
This guy could play 22. He was a musical genius. 22 musical instruments. He was music itself. Just churning music, whatever. So the guy is like...
It's fluid.
That's why he even had a studio at his place, Paisley Park. Because anytime a song idea hits him, goes straight into the studio. You see? But see, the thing with the record company is they want your record to last for a certain lifetime, a shelf period, yeah? They can't handle somebody who is just releasing music
all the time.
But see, Prince couldn't have this music just inside him. It had to get out, okay? So
Prince would thrive with the streaming right now.
Exactly. Prince would love streaming. In fact, it's called what? He came up with it's a new power generation. He came up with actually Prince's last music, all his last singles and all kind of thing. They were streaming. I can't remember the last album that Prince did.
I saw a thing about Spotify where the artists get such little money, especially the smaller ones, not the bigger ones.
Yes.
And so is streaming really working for artists like Spotify?
You have to have volumes, ridiculous volumes.
Because I think if you're big, the top tier ones maybe can make it, but the other rest.
Yes, but do you know where the money in music is from? Look at Rolling Stones, look at U2. Their money is from touring, gigs, live concerts, Wembley, whatever it is, and merchandise. Yes. Because the labels, like U2 and Rolling Stone, they'll get their money back. The labels get their money back, whatever it is. But the money that they make from touring and from merchandise is their money.
It's their money, not involved with it.
No, not the labels. It's their money. And let me tell you, when you go for a concert, and I was blessed to go for a Prince concert.
Really?
Yeah. In Connecticut.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That guy was amazing, by the way. Prince he's a real performer. He's like 4'3", but just energy, you know. Also, like I attended a Kenny G concert, Kenny G in LA.
Uh-huh.
And what I remember about that concert was, I don't know how the one in Nairobi was, but this one was Kenny G and Michael Bolton. And for me, it was just amazing because at the beginning, it was a Valentine's Day concert, by the way. What happened is that the beginning of it's the lights. When they tell you the thing is starting at 7,
Be there.
those doors are shut by 6:55.
They shut everything.
Zimefungwa, yeah. The show has to start at 7 because it's from 7 to 9. Okay? After that, unless it's encore, whatever it is. But 7 in Anza. So when we were there, it was at the Hollywood Bowl, yeah. So the lights go off, okay? Then you hear, hey, this guy was just too organized. So you hear, you know the Songbird?
I love Kenny G, by the way.
You love Kenny G, yeah?
I love Kenny G.
So when the lights go off, you just hear. Then the lights go off, eh? The lights off, yeah? Then. The guy is in front of you. I was like, I'm dead and gone to heaven. He does that thing of, he's in Guinness Book of World Records. Yeah? He's got a technique of circular breathing. I think he can hold his breath playing that thing for like about 10 minutes or something, whatever. So when the lights go on, he's in front of you. He's in front.
Up and
he's here. Like this, doing I'm dead and I'm going to heaven. I'm saying, Lord, take me now.
Oh, concerts are amazing.
Oh, let me tell you, not just concerts are amazing, because I also got a chance to see Babyface in concerts as well. Yeah? These guys, there's a reason why. We have this thing in Kenya. I would say in Kenya because it's what I know in Kenya. When in the US, when you get like a paper or something, yeah, you've got a choice between Boys to Men, New Edition, Kenny G, Babyface, whatever it is, yeah. This thing of Banas, you support me. I don't go for a Babyface concert because I'm supporting Babyface. I go because I know I'm getting value from it.
Oh,
exactly. It's a
that's
choice.
a different.
It's a choice. See, I had Boys to Men, I had New Edition, I had all these
I choose a good Babyface.
I choose a good Babyface. So I got Babyface. Why? Because I know I'm getting value for money. Okay? Babyface has not told me that he supports me. I know when that show starts at 7 p.m. and it ends at 9 or 9:15 p.m. and that time it was Babyface and Charlie Wilson, or Uncle Charlie as we call him, from the Gap Band.
Yeah. My name is Charlie.
Exactly. Uncle Charlie. You are getting prime entertainment value for money because Babyface doesn't know me from anyone else over there. I paid my 50, whatever it was, yeah? Because Babyface knows that he's going to give me the show of a lifetime. And let me tell you, I get the show of a lifetime. Because from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., I'm throwing. By the way, he even cracks jokes during his concert.
It's not just singing, it's a whole performance.
A whole performance.
The lights, everything.
Lights, killer kitu. You come out of there like, I know some people who, somebody who took his fiancée for Luther Vandross concert. Where? You come out of there more in love than before you went. Because let me tell you, the value of real entertainment. You feel it's like you remember we were talking about Betamax and all that kind of in the car, right? So when you were growing up, if you went and bought a record in a record store in Nairobi or Mombasa, you just got the vinyl and the cover, yeah. If you did that from the UK or the US, you'd get the vinyl, you'd get a poster inside, you'd get the lyrics, whatever it is, because that's why you spent your $5 or whatever, because you get something it's a package that you can treasure. You see, not just whatever. You see, that you can treasure.
It's an experience.
It's an experience. Okay, basically. So that experience is what you're paying for. So when you go for the Prince concert, and at halftime you go to the merchandise, and he's selling you a coffee for $10, a fridge magnet for you are there.
You want it because you want everything to be
exactly
at that
You
moment,
want
never to
everything
forget.
at that point in time. At one point in time, Five Alive, we used to have mugs. We used to have Five Alive mugs and even T-shirts.
And they used to go like crazy.
Yeah, we started doing. See, I told you that the initial plan was we're coming for you guys.
You had the chance in UK.
Exactly.
The polygraph.
Yes. So life is very interesting. Sometimes I would say that man proposes and God disposes, because your plan is not his plan.
I should remember that.
Exactly. Man proposes and God disposes.
Kabisa. I don't think we lose a lot of Gen Zs. The millennials will appreciate this more than the Gen Zs, I think.
No, but the Gen Zs, you see, look.
Because it's nostalgic,
It is nostalgic.
It is nostalgic. I'm alive and all that.
Yes, exactly. Yes, it is. It is. But also one thing about the Gen Zs is they need to learn, like now in the age of AI, a lot of information is there. You just have to be keen on wanting to find out about ABCD. Because like one of the reasons why Kenya is where Kenya is, a lot of us don't know our history as a nation. You just don't know our history. And if you knew the history of this country, you'd value it more, you'd treasure it more, and you'd realize that. Remember there was a time we had some riots in Kibra.
Yeah.
I think it was, and the cop came up and he told those guys, "Do you guys want to destroy the nation?" Remember, one cop, he faced a
whole crowd,
a rowdy mob,
Uh-huh.
and he said, "Look, it has taken us so long to build this country. Do you really want to destroy it in a matter of hours or in a day?" Those guys, they rethought their position and they went back.
It takes a lot of courage to do that.
It does take a lot of courage to do that.
Sometimes
It does.
to handle a crowd is very hard. Ask
is.
ADs.
It is.
They'll tell you.
It is. It is. In fact, I got a message. My dad forwarded me a message earlier on today about what happened yesterday, what happened today with crowd control. And the message said, had you been the one that was handling things would have been much easier. Because he knew how to calm down the crowd and tell them what they doing.
I think sometimes it's got given time to talk to people and let them listen to you.
Exactly, yeah. So he knew what to say, when to say it, where to say it, and how to say it. Exactly. Those are important things.
It comes to the poise again. It's stoic. You have to have the leadership.
Those are important things, yeah, exactly.
You close with your dad. Are you close with your dad?
What happens is, as you progress in life, your dad becomes more like a friend and an advisor to you than a father. So I would say yes, we're close. We communicate regularly. We consult each other on a few things here and there.
Uh-huh.
And for the longest time, when I was like in high school, he was my hero.
Really?
So yeah. So
Does he know that? Does he know that?
He does. That's why he always gets a bit of a boost, because he's one of the people who he's actually a shuja of this country. He actually holds that title. He's a what do you call it? Is it what is it? MBS. He has an MBS.
MBS.
He has an MBS.
There's an OGW. There's an MBS.
Yeah. So he has I think it's not like an OGW and an MBS, but I think you go with the latest one that you got, the highest, yeah. In his case, so he's a shuja. And like on Mugshot, I always consult him. I always tell him, "Hey, Shuja, how are you?" Whatever. He loves that because it has taken him a while to get that.
He has to be proud of it.
Oh, of course, definitely. It's like me. This man, honorary doctorship. My friend, if I get like this, you'll be calling me doctor.
Doctor by force, even if you're naked. It's doctor.
Doctor. I'm doctor. No, I'm doctor.
So, Berkeley. Tell about Berkeley now.
So what happened is Berkeley College is very interesting. Number one, it's a music college, okay, in Boston, Massachusetts, and
I have a problem saying Massachusetts. I don't know.
Exactly.
It's so hard.
And the thing about Berkeley, because it's music, it makes you learn certain things about yourself, including the fact that actually in very many educational institutions, the voice is actually classified as a musical instrument.
Okay.
So in my case, I don't play the drums, I don't play piano, whatever it is. My way of doing music is very interesting because, like Eric will tell you, or Victor, or anyone else sadly who can play the keyboards, my thing is I can write the lyrics. Okay. Now, I can hear the entire song inside my mind. So I'll tell you, Nasir. So it goes like na na na. So now you play it on the piano. Of course, that time there was no AI, whatever it is. Yeah. Now you can say it into the phone, whatever it is. Yeah. So I'll tell you what I think the song sounds like. Then you play it on the keyboards, and then I'll tell you what the lyrics sound like, and then that's how we come up with songs. Okay. So when Five Alive decided to go to Berkeley, I was like, I can't play an instrument. I can sing. And then I discovered that voice is a musical instrument. And when I sent in my voice sample, whatever it is, I got a partial scholarship. They came back and said, yeah. So when I went to Berklee College of Music, it's called Berklee College of Music for a reason. It is a college for music.
Music.
So if you can't read music, like me, I just see black kids jumping over fences.
The thing is that
Those things, I can't see my life. What happened is I did one of the courses we did is musical theater workshop, and what that is, it's basically it's musical theater. It's music and theater, and I discovered that I really love acting. So I did my research and I discovered a place called American Academy of Dramatic Arts. There was a campus in New York and a campus in Pasadena, California. So I applied. There was an audition. They were doing touring. They were touring, doing auditions in various U.S. cities. So when they came to Boston, I auditioned for them, and I made the cut, and I got a partial scholarship.
Again?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And who are you with in Berkeley?
I was with Eric Wanina, and I think Victor had come, and Victor said, yeah.
All on scholarship also.
So, what?
Scholarship also.
Yeah, partial scholarship. I think Eric had because Eric had really got into his music, and at that time there was a series of events that was very interesting. Number one, at one point in time, we actually got called into the office of the president of Berklee College, Lee Elliott Burke, because somehow through the grapevine, whatever, he had heard about Five Alive. And he was like, these guys are here. I have to meet them. And he met us. And we had a conversation. We had tea with the president of Berklee College of Music. It was an honor to meet him. He was more excited about meeting us. We were like, okay, fine, whatever, yeah. We went back with our lives. Around that time, we had the bomb blast in Nairobi at the US.
The US Embassy, yeah.
So there was a lot of focus on Kenya. In fact, it was because of the bomb blast. There was a focus of Kenya. So I think during that time, somebody must have told the president, you're talking about Kenya. In fact, we have
Kenya superstars here.
Guys over here. You know, whatever. So, I have to meet these guys, whatever it is, yeah. What I can tell you is, I think Eric might have gotten a full scholarship because at that time, I think he had written Daima Kenya. At that time, yes, exactly, yeah. So that song got a story done by, I think, the BBC, New York Times, whatever it is. And you know, the US is a merit-based society. So if you are somebody who's adding value to them, they always welcome you. You see? It's like in Canada, you had a sprinter called Ben Johnson. And every time Ben Johnson, and Canadian Ben Johnson, the time when he was caught with drugs, Jamaican born Canadian sprinter.
Automatically now, don't embarrass yourself.
Exactly, yeah. Now it's Jamaican born Canadian, like, you know. So as long as you're adding value to your society, you're of worth to them. So Eric, when he did Daima Kenya, there was worldwide global attention, whatever it is. And I think out of that, I think either he got a full scholarship or something, but it was a big deal, even in Berkeley. He was focusing on his music. Vic was focusing on music. I was focusing on acting. And in fact, how how I passed my exams in Berkeley.
Uh-huh.
It was a very interesting story. I don't even think I should share it here, but anyway, let me just say. So what happened is, I can't read music, okay? I can't, but I can sing. So for my assessment, I was given a song to do, and they ask you to choose a song, and you'll be accompanied by your professor on piano. So I chose "Kiss from a Rose" by
But
Seal.
Seal.
By Seal. So I came in. So as I'm singing, because I'm singing from memory,
Uh-huh.
but I'm holding the thing, look at it.
Like you're reading it.
Yes. So after I did the song, my professor looked at me and just told me, "Chris, you can't read music, can you?" I said no, but she told me, "Good effort." I passed.
But the thing is, why do you have to read music if you have the lyrics?
No, because there's a way that that's how she knows that I can't read the music, because
It guides.
it guides you.
Uh-huh.
So I'm singing primarily from memory and what I know of the song. It's not what is on the
sheet.
There's a general tracking, whatever it is, but it's really not there, because there's certain things that I'm supposed to do that I'm not doing. You see, but the fact that I was sharp enough to do that,
And passed.
it is something, and I passed in whatever. So I was in Berkeley for one semester. I managed to get into American College of Dramatic Arts in New York, and I did my degree in I did my diploma in it's called occupational studies, because it's acting, and I have what you call what is it? Something in theatrical performance. What do you call that thing? Associate of occupational studies in theatrical arts. And that was it's a very good school in terms of acting. It's produced Oscar winners, Emmy winners. It's a big deal. It's very serious business. And why it's serious business is because when you join that school, the first thing that they tell you is if you have agents and you have managers, you can't be in contact with them for the next 2 years. You have to focus on your studies. You're here to study, you're here to learn. You don't want any outside influence. In fact, they tell you that whatever dramas are happening in your life, when you come into school, unaziwacha hapo nje. When you're in class, you're in class. Ukimaliza, when you go out at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, pick up your dramas and whatever it is. Because as an actor, you're like a blank canvas. You have to let yourself be open to the honesty that is inside you. You have to be able to be true to who you are. In fact, one of the exercises that we did in school was we were told by the lecturer. It was like a midterm. So they said, you know what? Each of you in class, go to the Bronx Zoo, pick an animal, study that animal, and when you come back to class next week, be that animal. So we came back to class, guys had picked lamb, whatever. So now, if you walked in, you thought you were Indian Madare. You know, but the reason why they tell you to do that is because animals are the most sincerest forms of creation that there are. An animal is an animal. It will eat, it will go to the bathroom, it will kill for survival, it will procreate. It's just what it is. You see, there's no.
They don't gossip, they don't gaslight, they don't do all
They're
that.
just what they are. So now, by you becoming that,
It's just raw.
it's raw. It's the purest form of what you are. And if you embody that animal completely, totally, it should get you out of your comfort zone. Because I'm telling you, you walk in there. You know, there's some colleges in the US whereby they give you, if you want to take your kid there, they let you sit in on classes so you can see the kind of education. If you didn't get else, like
And that it gives you confidence not to be embarrassed or whatever. You just take everything out. Just do it.
Take everything out. Yeah. If you hold back things as an actor, you will never find the essence of your soul.
Do you think we need more acting classes here in Kenya? Right
No, I know we do, because unfortunately here we have. Unfortunately, if you go for a school's drama festivals, the more melodramatic that you are,
The better it is.
the better
for
it
the
is.
judges.
The more points. And look, nobody's always like, but father,
Why? My heart.
in my heart. No. In fact, it sounds like this. Now I'm thinking, eh?
And the most important one is the killer is
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
that's-
no. Because
the exile.
Yeah, exactly. We learned two different techniques. Yeah. Camera. There's acting for the camera and there's acting for the stage, and they're two different techniques. Okay. Because the camera captures everything, every single nuance. The camera captures. So I don't have to be like this. Ati, I'm thinking. I just be like this. Plus, I don't have to be like Ati.
Time.
I don't have to. Acting is not
Urgency,
about indicating. It's about being. Okay. Nobody that I know is like, so Nasir, how was
Yes.
your day?
I am good. How are
You're
you?
good, eh?
Yes.
That is good, you're good. Because you and me, I'm good. So we're good together.
And then we give each other gaps.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, Nasir, how's your day? Yeah, okay. Just be natural, okay? Because think about Shakespeare, right? In the time when Shakespeare was writing, look at the theaters where they are, okay? There were no microphones or anything.
Noisy. Yeah.
Yes, but the guy up there can actually hear you when you're down there because you know how to project your voice. Okay? We learned certain techniques like that. Like I said, acting is. We learned about voice and speech. We learned about movement because your body is like your instrument. Okay? We learned about. We even did like fencing as well, that kind of thing. We learned about the business of acting itself. One of the first exercises we ever did was we're told, okay, so guys, do this. All of you go outside and come in as if you've entered from the rain. There's a very simple exercise. First exercise that we did: go outside, come back in as if you've been in the rain. Okay. First person comes in. Some of you are just sitting there watching the exercise. Yeah. First person comes in. You move to the side. Next person, all of us fail. The exercise was go outside, come in as if you come out from the rain. None of you thought to go to the bathroom, open the tap, put some water on yourself, and then come in. You see? So as an actor, you have to think.
It forces you to be creative.
You have exactly. No, even when you get a script, you learn this from Shakespeare. What Shakespeare said is not what Shakespeare was saying. There's something called subtext. So you always read between
The lines.
read between the lines. And then also, if you're really serious keen about being an actor, if you're given a script and you're told, Chris, your name is John. Excuse me, sorry, mistake this. Yeah.
So
Hello?
back to your scene and Abdullah out there who are
Go
bored
safe, huh? Yeah.
and seeing this.
What's wrong?
I don't give a fuck. I am doing me.
What? What do you mean? Was it supposed to be taken care of by the people that are hosting us?
Often I say it was psych relay what I go.
Of how much? Of how much?
What hands?
So you split that among us by 3 people. It comes to how much per person? Yeah, by the 4 of us. Sawa. Okay. Thanks. Well, it's a good thing I'm not eating there today, so I'm good. Yeah. No, I'm coming, but I'll have been taking care of wherever I am. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Bye. Yeah. So you see things. So those kind of things. They are small things, but when you're given a script, there's what you call lazy. There's lazy actors. Okay. If you give me a script, it's up to me to come back with the background of the person. Yeah. Which means that if my name is John, is John an orphan? Is John married?
Backstory of some sort. Yeah.
Exactly. Here, when you put your script, you're just John. You see, you don't bother to do the homework, whatever. Because so the believability of the character is such that even you yourself, you can't believe it. How am I going to believe it then?
Exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
Because and actors sometimes are very smart to see the story and they say, if I'm John, I can't be saying these lines.
Yes.
You see,
Yeah.
I can't be this attitude.
Exactly.
Someone who understands what they're doing
Yeah.
will tell you that. And you're like, oh, by the way, it makes sense. I can never do this.
Yeah.
It forces yours. I think all the directors should take acting classes. By the way.
Yeah.
Because you have to know how to direct an actor.
Yes, definitely.
You can just tell the actor, cry. Action. You can't. There's a way that you have to always say. And once you have the chemistry, let me tell you, Chris, if you have an actor who trusts you and you trust the actor, you make magic.
Yes.
You really make magic.
Yeah.
Because in an instant, you have each other's backs.
Yeah.
I say, just keep it rolling.
Yeah.
Just roll. Let him, give him time.
Yes.
Give him a minute.
Yeah.
You have the trust.
And
It's a wonderful thing.
And then also here we have a problem that basically we have certain cliques, okay? So certain producers do not work with certain actors, that kind of thing, which is just nonsense. It's just very childish. But I know on a personal level, there are certain producers who will never work with me for whatever reason. I don't know what the reason is.
Well, are you?
Because
what have you done?
What?
Indiscipline.
That's what I'm asking. No, it's not that. It's just that for whatever reason, it's like some people will say, Chris, it's so good to work with you because I never thought that we could work together. Because in my mind, I couldn't call you because I thought you're very pricey, whatever it is. Who said? Call the person.
Try.
Have a conversation with them. Because like an actor will tell you that, as an actor, I can tell you, I love being in front of the camera. Something happens to me. It's like a switch. I love being in front of the camera. I love it. It's like right now, what I'm doing on Nazizi, every time I'm in front of the camera, I just love being
exactly. I love being on set, baby.
Oh yes.
I love being on set.
Oh yes. Yeah.
I spend 18 hours. I don't care.
Yeah.
I love being on set.
But there's certain producers who will not work with you for whatever reason. But here's the thing that I've learned in life: what God has put for you, God has put for you.
But what's the disconnect? Because I don't know. There's claims.
Yes.
They say some actors are difficult to work with.
Yes.
I can't do. I'm not coming today. I don't feel like shooting today. I mean. And just with the XU.
No, there's some like that. Yeah. It's true that there's some difficult actors, but there's some people who just will not get opportunities because of whatever reasons. Sometimes some people just want to just sit on your blessings, I can tell you this for my experience in the US, okay? I slept on very many couches. I was hosted by very many people who believed in me. And the reason why I can say I slept on a couch is like if I was shooting in Manhattan and I was living that time in New Jersey, to get from New Jersey to Manhattan at 6 a.m. would be very difficult. So I would be fortunate enough to have somebody who would host me at their apartment because I'm shooting that kind of thing, And some people will not understand that the reason why you do certain things now is because of the fact that you were assisted by certain individuals then. So they won't understand why you're open to acting or working with everybody when they might have issues with some of those people that you're acting or working with. Those things don't bother me. Because your talent as an actor is your talent. I will never ever step in the way of what God has given you. I know what it's like to struggle as an actor. I know what it's like to sleep on certain couches. I don't care about you don't like this person or you cannot hold somebody back. Kila mtu ako na nyota yake, basically. And there's no way I'll ever stand in the way of what is yours. Just the same way that don't wish for somebody else's life when you have yours. You know what their problems are. You don't know why they're in that particular situation. What God, ile Mungu amepatia ni yako.
Yeah,
basically, it's yours, and He knows why He's giving it to you.
And if you're an actor, or let's say if you're a creative, and you love to create, you will never complain.
Exactly.
And think about the money first.
Exactly.
Oh, money is essential.
Yes,
you have to know your worth. It's essential.
Yes.
But the love of the craft, takes over.
Because if you lose that love of the craft, look at Robin Williams, super talented, amazing comedian. Depression, suicide, because he felt that his self-worth was not worth anything, which is a very sad thing because you must always value who you are.
And it's funny you mentioned Robbie Williams. I just watched his movie Dead Poets Society and he's outstanding.
Exactly.
Outstanding.
He was a good comedian. He was a good serious actor.
Good serious actor.
Very talented individual. But if you judge your life by the worth of your talent and not the worth of who you are, you'll be in a lot of problems.
But creatives, we always judge us. Like, let me speak about myself personally. Whenever I see whatever I create, movies I make, I'm like, it's not good enough. It's never good enough. I feel like it's it's embarrassing. I don't want to. And what I end up doing is shelving it. I don't even want to see it.
Well,
at the end of the day.
put it this way. As a creative, okay, Denzel Washington was once asked, which is your best movie? You know what the answer was? My next one.
The next one.
Yes. Never ever rest on your laurels. Never ever be satisfied with what you've done. Samuel L. Jackson was asked by some people, do you ever watch your movies? He said, hell yeah. Why am I in this industry? There's some people now who will not watch their movies. Samuel L. tells you he watches his movies. He buys tickets for people to go and watch him, and even goes to the theater.
He enjoys it.
Yeah, he enjoys it, yeah.
I always watch movies. My film, I can never watch now. When I feature, after I look at people's reactions, if I see you just using the first, I failed.
And in fact, when Samuel goes to watch movies, he watches the audience because he hears things like, man, oh man, that Samuel, he ain't. So now when the lights come on, when you guys are coming out, like, what?
Oh, Chris.
But he likes it because it's instant
gratification.
Exactly.
You feel it.
Exactly.
And the audience, I remember back in the day when movies used to be packed.
Yeah.
People used to laugh and talk, and it was what's the experience that you share together? Nowadays, you got the theaters empty, just 2-3 guys.
Yeah.
But back then, people laugh and jokes.
Yeah. But I'll tell you something about Denzel Washington. I watched a production of Julius Caesar on Broadway, and Denzel Washington was Mark Antony. It was a very good production of. What they did was they set it in like modern times.
Oh,
so guys, you come in like with Jeshi, that kind of thing, you know. Let me tell you something about charisma. When Denzel Washington walked onto that stage, the guy just walked on stage and he stood there and he said, he had not said anything. He just stood there.
the crowd.
Have your baby, Denzel. And he knows that he's good, by the way. Yeah? So he stands there until all his madness ends. Then he says, I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him.
Crowd is crazy.
Of course.
Broadway.
Yeah. You're like, wow. You know, the thing is this with Broadway, yeah? When you're a student in New York, it's called TKTS, okay? Now, what they do is, as long as you have a student ID, you know, whenever you have shows on Broadway, not everybody who has bought a ticket is going to make the show. The emergency, whatever it is, yeah? So you always have like 10 seats. Very good seats, by the way. So what people have paid like about maybe $200 for something, you can get last minute for like 25 if you're a student. You see? So you get to see a lot of shows if that's your thing, yeah. So you get to see a lot of shows like that in Broadway, in New York, in New York on Broadway. So I watched Cats, I watched Aida, I watched Les Mis. I watched quite a few shows. And when Eric came, we watched shows together. In fact, you know, with Eric, we went to watch Mamma Mia with Eric. Yeah? Now remember, we were brought up in a certain way. Okay. So when the songs are going on, you can dance, I want time. So Eric and I come up, they're like, what is these moves? See, we grew up on Dancing Queen, we grew up on Mamma Mia, here we go, that kind of thing, you know? Yeah, so we had lots of fun, yeah? So if you love theater, if you love music, you're gonna love Broadway. It's
amazing. It's mind-blowing.
It's mind-blowing. But here's the thing, in Kenya, like now, one of the fastest growing fields in entertainment is theater. There almost like plays every weekend now, because look at it this way. You get 300 people or 400 people, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Everyone has paid a K. How much have you made?
3K.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Exactly.
As for 3 days, maybe.
Yeah,
So
and
three-
maybe
three-
and
yeah.
maybe and maybe it's sponsored. So over it's a chicken. You just got clean profits.
I really wish we could go to the level of Broadway.
Yeah,
I want
but
to
even here, your little theater club, it's picking up. They've
Yeah,
got,
it is.
You've got things happening.
What's good?
Wakio.
Stephanie are doing good.
Yeah.
My good friend Peter Bungwa and Ashik.
Yeah.
They're really reviving theatre.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, now when I was in Phoenix, in Nairobi, now Little Theatre was like like the Phoenix of Mombasa, repetitive theatre. Yeah, you know. And now in okay, here in Kilifi, you've got movie-wise, you've got what's the name? You've got Zippy, okay. Then in Malindi, I think you've got Lucy Chudota is now there in Malindi.
People are coming to the coast.
Yes, they are. They are coming close. Yeah.
Chris,
Yeah.
have you ever thought about doing an acting school, maybe?
Huh?
Have you ever thought about an acting school?
I have thought about acting schools, about acting lessons, but here's the thing: are people willing to learn?
I'm sure there are. I'm sure there are. 100%. People are willing to learn.
Yeah, because
I am willing to learn.
you're willing to learn.
Yeah, I'm willing to
Now,
learn.
here's the thing with like with Gen Z. Gen Z feel that they know it. They don't. If they're willing to learn and open their minds and expand themselves, they can be better than they ever thought they could be. Yeah.
Salam alaikum. That's it, brother. That's it. Huh. Baby. Baby. Okay, let's wrap it up.
Huh?
You have to wrap it up now somehow.
Yeah. For now.
For now. Maybe you can do it tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe. So. Really, do you want? You should do an acting. Now you have all this experience. I want you to study acting. I want to know how to do it.
See, I'm telling you, the problem with us is we have a lot of haters. Yeah. I don't know about Mombasa, but Nairobi, very different crowd. But through avenues like this, if people are interested, get in touch with you, get in touch with me. Why not?
We should do something. We definitely should do something. Even if it's not a full, at least a crash course. Crash courses, at least.
Yeah. I'd very much love to come down to Mombasa, get like about 25 guys, whatever it is.
We can talk to Alliance Française.
Yeah.
I have some people we can talk to, and we can do something.
Exactly.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful.
Because the thing is, the industry is very vindictive in a way. And if you don't do things in a certain way, there's a backlash, unfortunately. Because like in my case, for instance, they say, oh, this guy thinks he knows everything, he was in the US, and whatever it is. Because you have to realize that all the time when I was in the US, Kenya was not at a standstill. Everything was moving, it was progressing. So even when I came back, I had to find my footing, find my way over here again. And like I told you, they have this thing of who do you think you are? You see, as opposed to the knowledge that you have.
What can you give us for what you learned?
Exactly, what can you give us? What can you give us? So it's very sad. We're our own. We're the ultimate crabs in a barrel syndrome. One crab is trying to come on, everybody's just pulling me down. You know, because I can tell you, I would love even to go to like Uganda, Rwanda. I know Rwanda would be very appreciative. Actually, Rwanda would be more appreciative than Kenya.
Really, I think so. I don't know. At Kenya, we're tough, but we're very open, by the way.
Yeah.
We are. Trust us. We are.
Well, yeah, the knowledge is there. I'd love to share it.
Please do. Please. Let's design a crash course. A month, just a month.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
we're done with
Yeah,
it.
why not?
So,
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
so Chris, we wanted to wrap it up because of time
Sure.
and everything.
Of course.
What can you say? Last thing.
Last thing.
Yeah.
Always follow your dreams. However, if you chase your dreams too long, they become nightmares. So you need to know exactly what you're good at, exactly how much you can handle, and the fact that if you're doing something that is not coming from your heart or from your soul, you're doing it for others, you're not doing it for yourself. Always be true to yourself. Even if you'll end up, Tyler Perry spent some time living in his car. And so did J.K. Rowling.
I know J.K. Rowling, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah? Are you willing to make that sacrifice? Are you willing to be? Are you willing to be the best at what you have set yourself to be? Challenge yourself on that. That's why I told you, I'm an actor. People will tell me, oh, but A, B, C, D. No. I went to school to be an actor. That's my life. That's my passion. That's my love. And for me, I think the greatest honor would be to die on set or to die on stage doing that which I love. Because if you do that which you love, it's not a job. It's not work. It's doing what you love and loving what you do.
I can't add anything onto that. Never.
Yeah?
Chris, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much.